Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today is a Monday and we are back to work, ladies and gentlemen. Got up at a nice early time this morning. Got up at 6:30 when Laura did. Well, no, when Laura finished in the shower, I got up, had a shower, got dressed, and watched a bit of news. Came in here, and I've been revising ever since. And I've just been sitting here writing about some revision notes and stuff. Plan of attack today is to revise one more topic of parallel, one that I'm pretty certain is going to be coming up on the exam, and then I'm going to shift over onto other things, potentially intelligent agents and stuff like that, for the rest of the day until Laura comes back. Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit different today because we've put the heating on. Dun dun dun! We've attempted to see if it's going to make much of a difference anyway, because we are having problems in places, specifically this room, which isn't, we're not even putting the heating on for, of like condensation and like damp around the windows and stuff. This room's the worst, and the problem is, like, oh, this is a brush we've tried to thingy off with, as soon as it's on the paintwork, it's really hard to get rid of. So we've got the window open in here trying to like air it out. That doesn't seem to be doing much of a good job, to be honest. That's what's going on in there. Oh Christ. Tripping over Laura's hairdryer. But then otherwise we are trying to put the heating on in some of the other rooms because it is actually getting like a little bit nippy. We're going to concede. Like, our claim to fame was that we hadn't put the heating on yet. And we've conceded because it's actually getting kind of nippy now. But yeah, it's not too hot either, because we experimented with it a couple of times and it just got so hot ridiculously, and we were like, well, because it's storage heaters and most of the time it's heating the flat while we're not here, we'll just stick to the fire if we ever need it, and the fire's actually kind of good. So, but that's by the by. Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, just doing some revision. Going to finish up on Time Warp, revising Time Warp, and then I'm going to work on what am I going to work on? I'm going to program my stuff. No, I'm not going to program anything. I'm going to start on my to-do list, tick off a couple of like the remedial stuff, like wash up, make a cup of tea, all that kind of stuff, and then come back in and do some more revision. But I'm going to try and liven up my revision by doing a bit of programming in between. So I'm going to start jumping onto my Phonier project and stuff. I haven't got my watch on or my key. That's why. Fucking hell, calm down. That's why I've got no idea what time it is. Because I've just realised it's 9 o'clock. Lol. Jesus Christ. It's also really fucking cold in that room, so let's keep that closed. We know we should really put the heating on in there, but the problem we have is it's just so, like, look at condensation in here as well. We don't normally have condensation in here, that's not good. The problem is it's so warm in there. When we're asleep in it, and when we go to bed at night, it's cold for a little bit, and as soon as we're in there, it just roasts. It's so goddamn hot that we just physically can't put the heating on. Because it's annoying heating where we can't really control what time it comes on and what time it comes off. There's like nothing we can do about it. It's just literally a case of it will be on all the time kind of thing with storage heaters. We don't understand how storage heaters work, is what I'm saying. I think it's time for a brew, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to keep the doors closed as much as possible as well, to try and like... They're only on really, really low, because we don't want to... We tried to have it on before, and it just got so hot so quickly that we're trying to just keep it on like really low all day, instead of having it on like high enough to actually make a decent amount of difference. So we're having a look, but I've just had to put my hoodie on because it's getting a bit nippy. But that's what you do, innit? Like, the problem is as well, we've obviously got like the windows, these little vents in, look, that let in all of the light, all of the air, to like try and get rid of the condensation, which doesn't work because we're still getting like damp issues. But so it's just like directly countering the heating. We might have to try a 2 instead of a 1. At the moment it's just on 1. 1 input, no, 2 input, 1 output. We have a feeling that if you put the input too high, then it doesn't, it just like fucking roasts. I don't know, we don't know how this works. Storage heaters confuse us. We don't understand. But tea break, and we'll do some washing up. And then... Oh, So bored. And I've finished going over all of the stuff I wanted to do. I've gone over all of the things that I missed from networking. Towards the tail end of term I started to focus a lot more on how I do university. Is I go through and I'm actively revising as the year goes on, and then as the coursework jumps up I then drop the revision. Like every day people always say why do you spend so much time on notes and stuff? Like I take notes in the lecture, I then come home and copy all them notes up. That copying it up is A, a form of revision, and B, a form of going through and going, right, okay, well I don't particularly understand that, I'll flesh it out or whatever, or I make note of it and then I can flesh it out later. So I've just gone through, the reason I do that is so that I don't have to do as much revision now, because I kind of already know it all, like a little dick. It's worked well for me this far, but as I was saying, as the coursework ramps up, I fall behind on doing that, and I've now just gone through some of the lectures that I ended up missing because I didn't go to them or wasn't paying attention because I was doing coursework in the background. Now I've done that for networking, it's time to have myself some lunch. I'm going to make my sandwich, I'm going to watch Luther. Where's my Nexus actually? And that's basically what's going to go. What's going to go on? Is it in here? There it is. Yeah, Laura's having her lunch as well. We always have lunch at the same time because we're cuties. I have lunch and she's in town having lunch in the rain. I'm in here in the warm watching TV. Yay! If anything, I think it's probably colder today than it was on the days where we haven't put the heating on. So look at this champ gnawing his way out. He's like that guy off that thing you were listening to. Look at him. What an absolute pro. I actually quite like that one.
That little fluff ball.
Where's the little fluff ball? Oh no, that's a dwarf one.
No, it's not. That
Isn't
one
it?
is.
It's way too small to be a normal Syrian one, but
It's doing that.
we are definitely excited about getting a hamster. I summarise though today, we went shopping and stuff, which is where we went to go and look at those hamsters there. We're trying to get an eye. We're thinking, the plan is we're going to get cages and stuff this weekend, and then next weekend we'll pick up the hamster itself, purely because I've got exams next week and I want to look after, I want to play with the hamster. I'd be too distracted. So that's the plan there. Otherwise though, I sorted out all of the things that I'm missing. I've caught up on all of the things that I was missing on networking. I've identified what I was missing for safety critical systems, and I've gone over some of the stuff that I was missing. I've just got one lecture to go back over again now. Yeah, just one. And I just need to do the same now for intelligent agents. So revision's going good, even though it's really, really boring. Otherwise, went shopping, had some dinner, did our meal plans and all that kind of good stuff. On a mild note as well, we think there might be something wrong with my car. It's making a really loud knocking and creaking noise when you turn the wheel all the way. I think, well, it's definitely on the left wheel. I think it might have something to do with the new shock absorber. So we may have to get that looked at, unfortunately. Fucking car. No, we recognised it a while ago. I just didn't think much of it at the time. I thought it might have been the brakes or something. But yeah, so there's that too. But yeah, otherwise, more of the make and murder thing, absolutely incredible. And I'm going to go to bed now. Tomorrow, it's going to be a car day. I'm going to order some parts for it, insure it, and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to try and get out of the house as well tomorrow, during the daytime. I don't know. I'll catch you later.